to my friends in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're all having a great day, stuffing yourselves with turkey and potatoes and stuffing and pumpkin pie. You can leave me out of the turkey, not my thing, but I will join you on the pumpkin pie. So, what do I want to talk about today? I want to give you a secret. I want to share a secret with you, and it is the secret to happiness. I know the secret to happiness. So, I subscribe to a newsletter. It's called Bowl of Psyche, and there was a post recently that really stayed with me. Like it was literally several weeks ago that I read this, but it's something that resonated so deeply with me. And I wanted to share it with you, particularly today as we're talking about gratitude and Thanksgiving and really understanding what is happiness and what does it take to achieve happiness. So I'm going to read you a little bit from this newsletter. Again, it's called The Bowl of Psyche, and we will link to it so that if you are interested, it's free. You can subscribe, and every day they send you an inspirational quote and a reflection on that quote. And the subject line for this particular one was, "There is no source of happiness other than that in the heart of man." I'll say that again. There is no source of happiness other than that in the heart of man. And it says that, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is pretty long, but it says that we seek pleasure and joy, and yet the real happiness is in our own hearts. And yet we spend all of our lives looking, searching for happiness. I'm going to read this where it says, "There are 1,000 excuses for unhappiness that the reasoning mind will make. But if even one of those excuses ever entirely correct, do you think that if these people gained their desires, they would be happy? If they possessed all, would that suffice? No, they would still find some excuse for unhappiness. All these excuses are only like covers over a man's eyes. For deep within is the yearning for the true happiness, which none of these things can give. He who is really happy is happy everywhere, in a palace or in a cottage, in riches or in poverty, for he has discovered the fountain of happiness, which is situated in his own heart." And that was so profound to me because I thought about the fact that how so many of us delay happiness. We put off happiness and we think that happiness is something outside of ourselves. So much of our culture, so much of society has taught us you'll be happy when. You'll be happy when you have the qualification. You'll be happy when you have the wife or the husband. You'll be happy when you have the career. You'll be happy when you have the house or the car. Like we're always delaying happiness and we always think that it's the next thing. And then we get to that next thing and it's not happiness. And we spend our whole lives in this perpetual cycle of pursuit of happiness. And yet, happiness is inside of you. Happiness is a choice. It's a choice that you get to make every single day to be happy. It doesn't mean that your life circumstances have to be perfect. You can find happiness, you can find joy in any circumstance if you choose to. Because remember, you are the thinker of your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. So you always get to choose what you want to think and how you want to think about a situation. I know that in my own life, I've had situations where they were incredibly difficult, incredibly challenging. And I shared previously on a live where I was telling a coach when my father passed away very unexpectedly last year. And I said to them, "Oh my gosh, I'm so devastated. My dad died." And he said, "Let nothing steal your peace." And I thought to myself, gosh, like in the moment, I thought, what an idiot, I had some choice words to say. But then I realized that I had a choice. I had the choice of how I went through that experience. I could choose to focus just on the bad thing that had happened, or I could choose to find some joy even in the difficult circumstance. I could choose to find, as they say, a silver lining to the cloud. So I want to challenge you as you go through this week. And I want to challenge you to ask yourself this question: is my happiness dependent on something outside of me? Because effectively, when your happiness is dependent on something outside of you, you're giving away your power. And so I want to challenge you to find joy, to find those thoughts that bring you joy, to put yourself in a place of choosing to be happy. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you have a very productive week. And for those of you who are going through today, enjoying all the good things that are Thanksgiving, have a wonderful day. I wish you all an amazing week, and I will see you same time, same place next week. Much love to you all. Bye. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you joining me every week.